Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 10 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch comes to us from Sarah Davies, and I am using my Color Rush Studio March kit called Be Kind. And I feel like this is definitely the layout that is the epitome of the title of this kit. So I am using that beautiful tone on tone yellow paper that is the honeycomb pattern. So I'm starting with that, and then I'm using the die cut piece, cut file piece. I'm not sure what we're calling it. I have used it already as a stencil, and I'm going to use it as a stencil again because I think it is an amazing stencil. Now, I have a feeling that my plan per se is going to be use it as a stencil for any of the layouts I want, and then I'm either going to paint it because obviously, so the first layout had pink and now I'm doing blue. So the colors aren't great on it right now. So I think I'll paint it and then I can make it whatever color I want. And I actually think I'm going to cut it up. So I just haven't decided which layout that's going to happen on because I'm not quite willing to give up the option of having it as a stencil, considering it is only the 10th of the month, right? And so this is also going to be a design team layout. So I have one 4x6 photo, just as you see in the sketch. And Sarah does some beautiful mixed media. So that was why I felt like I needed to do a little stenciling on the background. And I used some Distress ink in Faded Jeans. And I put that actually in 4 areas of the layout. I think the majority of it gets covered up, but you see just a hint of it, so you kind of know it's there. Now, for all of those amazing strips on the side, I'm going to do a combination of pattern paper and the frazzles and ribbon. So I had this scrap of the blue tone on tone paper. So I already had that. That was just a scrap. I'm like, that's a perfect size. And then I went ahead and gutted the yellow gingham paper because I think I'm going to use that as a border for an upcoming layout. And I just cut a strip from the center that I gutted. And then I'm going to put the 3 ribbony, the 3 that are not the pom-pom ribbon. So I think I would say the pom-pom ribbon is the ribbon and the other 3 are the frazzles. That's what I'm going with this kit. So I get all of those layered up. Oh, and I love it. I just love how that looks. So I have the cutest picture of my nephew. He is super, super excited playing in, I'm sure he's in a park and he's playing in like the wood chips, but he's so happy. And he's got Pluto on his little shirt, which is like the perfect yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and mat that in a scrap white cardstock. I'm going to tear the side of it, not the bottom of it like I normally do, but the side of it to kind of go with the idea of all of those torn strips and frazzles on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to start with my embellishing. So I want to get a couple of the hexagon pieces that were in the kit that are from this die cut stencil piece that I used. So I'm going to get 3 of those on here so you can kind of see that that is going to anchor my 3 embellishment clusters. Now in the sketch, there's not really necessarily embellishment clusters. I would say that there would be one down in the lower right hand. And then I guess where you see kind of those star pieces would be the other 2. So I kind of have those 2, but not the one all the way down in the lower right hand corner. I'm going to kind of ignore that. The other thing that I'm going to kind of ignore is that circular piece. Instead, I'm going to work on a bunch of embellishing there. So I'm going to start with a really big floral. And so I went and I picked out basically all the brown and yellow, green, blue things that I thought would work. And now he's not in a garden, but to me this is very garden-like. So I'm gonna totally use this chipboard piece that says garden. It fits perfect there. I've got the little spade and the, I don't know what the fork thing's called, but I got that in there. I'm going to add the little pots. I'm going to add a couple of the bugs, definitely some bees because there is honeycomb on the back of this. I'm going to add a chipboard butterfly as well as one of the die cut butterflies, not even one of the ones that I had fussy cut. And then I do add a couple of the chipboard hearts as well, and a chipboard bee. So that is actually going to go on the photo in kind of that blank space up there at the top. So because I had kind of picked everything out and I was seeing if there was anything else, and then I had this tiny little piece of the black and white stripy bit, and I thought it would be perfect to do basically a little tab on my photo, but I didn't like the black and white. I was like, you know what? I really need this gingham blue. So I just snipped off a little piece. I'm going to tuck it under my photo here. I'm just going to stick it down with a little Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, and I am loving having the frazzle and ribbons act as little tabs. So I believe that's going to do it. Oh, I got one of those super cute hexagon fabric-y wood looking amazingness down there at the bottom. So that photo is coming up here in just a second. So make sure you check out Sarah Davies and the playlist for 30 days of sketches. There's that cute little guy. And head over to the Color Rush Studio store, get your hands on this kit, and use my code Crystal10, and that will save you 10% on your first order. And remember to wear your crown. I'll see you next time. Bye.